Good morning, and welcome to Thursday, May 22nd? 22nd. Incredible. It was incredible how little I could see out my glasses. Now things are good. Now things are great. You see this thing? We went to the Walmart yesterday. We were walking around the back of the store, and they put like a rack. Yeah, they put a rack of like the baked goods that are like, these are old now, so we're gonna sell them cheap. And I was like, they're old, but they're still good. This is a Persian cinnamon roll.
That is what Persian is.
Oh my god. I think I heated it too long. I like to, if I'm gonna have a cinnamon roll, I like to have it like warmed. So yeah, might have. I gotta find and it. Yeah, I think. Gotta find the edge that's cool. I spy Moose and Lunar. You could be patient. Don't you could just sit a sec. Renee, there's such a thing as called a fork. All my mods are trying to prevent tragedy here. And I'm like, no, it's fine. It's totally fine. Vagabond and Raider Dread. I'm not. This is good. This is my favorite way to do a breakfast, is to have like a little sweet.
Will your mods strike you?
What? Mal's not here yet. I guess she realized that. She's invisible today.
You said, is this my favorite way to do a breakfast stream? And I said, when your mods strike you?
That's just every breakfast.
Let me go get mine.
Direct and pretentiously yummy, Tiny Eddie's innovative brownie balls.
That's fine. I don't think I've ever had a brownie ball. Normally they're, cubes. But we make donut holes. Those are balls. Are brownie balls a thing? Or orbular brownies? I don't think I've ever seen that. It's fine. Just screw up the brownies and ball them up. Yeah, I guess it could be like a cake pop. But the consistency of a brownie is different than a cake. It would be good. That would be something to try. I feel like I've had a lot of sweets in my life recently. I say as I eat a cinnamon roll. Okay. I needed to consume that. And I did. You put it in the microwave to heat it. There's like this fine line between it getting warm and chewy. Because you do it too long, it gets like a little chewy. And I think I like barely crossed that line. Just a little bit. I put the cinnamon roll in for 20 seconds. I think that was 5 seconds too long. That was very funny. I put it in for 20 seconds. Renee, 20 seconds! Oh, never mind. I think, and like, it was fine. It was fine. But my worry was at 15 seconds, there'd be a part of it that wasn't warm enough. But that's the thing with microwaves. It's kind of like a coin flip anyway. Especially with ours. Like, you don't know. The odds of it being evenly hot is very low. Hi. Welcome to this couch. That you sounded very uncertain. Anyway, that was 1,000 bits from Melvin Scouts. Good morning and good vibes from Florida. It's another lovely morning, so that means it's time for another snack divination. Is it a lovely morning in Florida? Mm-hmm. It's been nice here, which is great because that means you can go outside.
It's been warm there, I know.
But probably not like death warm.
Oh, it's already like 90.
Oh, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
We're staying in some good weather right now.
Yeah. Next weekend too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Because soon it'll all be over for us. It'll all be over. We won't go outside for like 2 months.
I'll have to start getting up early to go biking.
I'll have to change nothing. It's going to be really rough. We got 79 months from Ryan B06, 15 months from Fire Goddess. 300 bits from Jet says, interview day. It's a 2-hour drive to Indianapolis, but I cross from Central into Eastern time, so I have to do math to figure out when to leave. It's just one. Just one. Which that's convenient. Most of our friends at this point are in Eastern time. Mm-hmm. Is Thomas the only Central boy?
And Stephen and friends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Which really just works out great for him. Because around the time where we're like, oh, we're, gonna be going to sleep, he's like, me too, and I get an extra hour. Tom Fox doesn't join us super often. But it's true. Tom also is not in the Eastern time zone. Did you not get a napkin? Guess not. I think that the best time zone depends heavily on the time zone that your friends are in. Which is a weird way of thinking about it. But here's my thought process. If you are on Pacific time and you have friends that are on Eastern time and they're like, we're going to get together. And you're like, okay. You can all get together and they'll end up staying up a little late, but you go to bed on time. Or if they go to bed on time, you still have an evening ahead of you. Because historically, we haven't done great about, like, getting to bed at a good time. Like, we've stayed up on Saturdays.
We should have moved west.
If everyone is in the time zone, it doesn't get fixed. But if like, some people are in the time zone, then it works out. So. I wouldn't mind starting things like earlier on like a Saturday. But we also tried that and it was impossible. Because for a while we were like, we're going to meet, we're going to meet at...
I don't actually know what time we meet anymore because of that.
I mean, I don't either. We just I think people just kind of start showing up around 9.
Mm-hmm.
Around 9.
It used to be 10.
It did used to be 10.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point we were trying to start it as early as like 8. To varying success. Because that's the difficulty, right? It's like you say, we're going to start at 8. But if only half of the people show up at 8...
Then you're not starting.
Then you're not going to start. So then they show up at 9, and then you start at 9. So to them, it's 9.
Oh, that's too hot.
Sorry.
I have to wait.
I mean, Mal, you just gotta have a little patience. Sometimes things are too hot. That's just the way it is. You gotta have a little patience. You just gotta wait so you don't burn your mouth. That's just... I've been trying to say that so many times today, even actually. Before you got here, I burned my mouth on a cinnamon roll because I wasn't patient to wait.
How long did you heat it? A minute?
No! No!
No.
No!
How long did you heat it?
20 seconds.
That's how long I heated mine, and it was perfect.
Insane. Insane. I think I was saying it should have been 15 seconds.
Mine was 20, and it was perfect.
Well, we already know. We've talked about this before. You can handle hotter food, and I can handle hotter beverages. This has been a discussion. We've had this discussion. Yes.
We've talked about holding versus drinking. I can hold things that are hotter.
I think you can do both. Does Mal also shower in lava? Yes.
No, it's not lava.
Yes, it is.
It is not
lava.
lava.
It is lava.
The shower can get so much hotter.
Just because we have appliances that can harm you doesn't mean you put it on the harm setting. There's been times I've had the shower. I mean, it's
perfect. I love it. It's perfect. And then he steps in after and he's like, "This is cold."
Or vice versa.
Oh wait, that's it. Vice versa. You're like, "It's so hot."
Yeah, I've never stepped into your shower and been like, "It's cold." If I'm taking the shower first, it's fine. It's hot. It's hot water.
No,
there's steam.
It's cold.
If there is steam, it's hot.
It's too cold. I'm not comfortable.
Mal
freezing.
Mal will get
Here's my
in
blanket.
and be like, "This is freezing," and I'm like, "That's incorrect. It's wrong. The thing that you said is incorrect. There's steam." Anyway. But hot liquid, that's fine. Let it be known. I don't take cold showers. Again, there's steam. There's steam. That means hot. It's not... I don't watch my flesh roll off my bones.
Your showers are tepid. It sounds like an insult. Your showers are tepid.
Anyway, it's fine. You like the water hot. You like when touch hot. Or at least you can stand that. And I don't want that. But I can drink hot. I think you can eat hotter foods. I don't know if that's true.
How do you prefer your shower temp?
Scalding hot is such a wild thing to just be like, that's me. I feel like if you're bathing in scalding hot water, that like you can't even shower that long. You're gonna like pass out. Aggregated molecules. Stephen is much closer to the source, so the water is hotter when it reaches him. If I open my mouth in the shower, I just drown. Because I'm right there where it comes out. Oh, Chaz says, I mean, like, I did know someone who caused themselves burns from shower and had pains regularly until they learned to turn it down. So, like, be careful. Chaz, you can say what you... Here's the thing.
Chaz takes, like, 3-minute showers.
Chaz could not be burned in the shower because he's not in there long enough to do anything.
Chaz, absolutely not.
Chaz regularly tells the entire group, if your showers aren't 10 seconds, you're taking too long. You're wasting water. I'm like...
Such a Midwest mindset.
Done. I forgot what I was going to say before that. It's fine. It takes me 10 seconds to walk into the shower. Yeah, the shower's where I think.
You do take
The poll
longer
has
showers
ended.
than me.
The winner is warm.
Warm.
Okay, so warm was what? 4th from the top?
Yeah.
So 2nd hottest. Yeah. I remember what I was going to say. We have the ability. Sorry, Chaz. 90 seconds, which if you held a gun to the shower, I don't think I could take a shower in 90 seconds. I could try, but I would get out and be like, I'm not clean. There's no way.
I wouldn't be able to do conditioner. I wouldn't be able to, like, shave my legs. It would just be shampoo and body wash. That would be it. I don't think I could even get my face done, too.
I wouldn't have time to stare into the void.
Yeah, you don't have any time in 90 seconds to stare into the void.
Yeah. Does Chaz have a rationale for quick showers? Efficiency?
The planet is dying.
The planet is dying. Efficiency. Value. You can't disassociate in 90 seconds. I get a lot of good thinking done in the shower. In the shower and, like, as I'm falling asleep at night. Those are the two spots where my brain is like, came up with this idea, you like it? And I'm like, mm-hmm. It's easier at night. Because then I can grab my phone and write it down. In the shower, I have to try and remember.
You could tell the robot.
You actually can't.
You can't?
No.
Oh.
Because the robot isn't tied to our specific accounts. It's just in generic robot mode.
I see.
So you actually can't do it. Anyway. I will not pull a Jared. I will not use my phone in the shower. I just refuse. I remember what I was going to say. Just now. We have the ability to harm ourselves with water because it go real hot. I mean, most people in place. That doesn't mean you should do that. Like, don't. It can go too high.
Yeah.
There might be reasons you want it to go that high, but it shouldn't be when your body is in it.
I don't know what our hot water heater is set to.
High.
No, I think it can go higher.
I have been to like hotels and stuff and just visiting different places and been impressed, maybe is the word, by how hot the water can get. To the point where it doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why?
You know what I find weird about this house? Is because of the cathedral, in the winter, it takes forever to get hot water to any tap that is far away from the hot water heater. And our shower is the furthest tap away from the hot water heater.
Yep.
It takes like 2 or 3 minutes for it to get warm in the winter. Right now it takes about a full minute.
There's at least one person here who has no idea what the cathedral means.
Our house has a crawl space that is
12 feet.
12 feet tall.
Yeah.
At its biggest point.
Really, it really doesn't count as a crawl space at that point. It's more of a walk.
When you step into it, it just feels slightly like a cathedral. That's really creepy.
Yeah.
It's lit by one single light bulb by the door, so it's real convenient.
They could film a Silent Hill movie in there. And they should, actually. But yeah, Mao is right. In the winter, it is absurd.
It's below Anise.
You turn the shower on, and it takes more than 3 human minutes before it is anything other than ice cold.
Yeah.
So, Chaz would cry.
Yeah.
Because that's 2 Chaz showers that could have been taken before I even get in the shower.
Like, when you turn on the tap in the winter in this house, the water is so cold, it hurts my hands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Lunar says, I shower in the shower closest to the water heater, partially for this reason.
The one in my office is that one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But, like, the shower in the main bedroom is nicer.
Yeah.
Because it's larger.
Yeah.
I can move around.
It has the better shower head.
It does, yeah. Skip a step by just showering in the heater.
Someone has to insulate the pipes. I haven't looked at the pipes down there, but they could probably be insulated better, but we're renting.
I told the story yesterday on during Last Guardian about the water damage.
Yeah.
Coffee.
So we'll see what happens there. I was in the sunroom 2 days ago, and I was doing some exercises, and I was looking up at the ceiling, and I noticed that there's water damage that just is new.
Definitely, in the last week.
So, got a chance to email our landlord again, even though the last 2 emails didn't get a reply. This one did.
And the reply was, I will ask. And then later I got an email that said, what is your phone number? And I thought, you should have this.
Yeah, I really didn't like that. Really, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We live in a wonderful place, a wonderful person. All right, there's more things I haven't read. 300 Bits from Summer Tomorrow says, Happy World Goth Day, everyone. Lots of love to my alt baddies. Make sure you hug a goth today, pet a black cat, and leave eyeliner out and hairspray for Robert Smith. World Goth Day. Vagabond, say less.
I know a coffee shop we could go to in Raleigh.
Is there a goth coffee shop?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It
has skulls and stuff decorated.
Oh, interesting. There's a goth shop. That's neat. I did not know about that.
I've wanted to go. It's been on my Google Maps flags for a while.
Kind of seems like today is the day.
Yeah.
Go get a goth. I was trying to think of what is the most goth pastry. Bone scone.
It becomes a bar at night and they do music. Local music.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's a neat idea. Bringing back the Green Day parody look. That is the only time in my entire life I've wore eyeliner. And I did it myself. So far. Once in 36 years is the odds are not looking good. At the current rate, I'll do it again when I'm like 63. So we'll see what happens. We got 49 months from Sullivan. And 1,000 bits from Ow, my dude.
A ridiculous blend of randomized flavors. Tiny Eddie's popcorn-wrapped Velociraptor square milkshake.
I mean, that is, like, the Eddie thing. A ridiculous blend of randomized flavors.
Yeah, it's basically the motto. Tiny Eddie, what do we eat with our cold steam? You gotta break this down a moment. Popcorn-wrapped Velociraptor. Feels like that's hard to acquire. Square milkshake. I do like square milkshake. Like served in a square mug.
Mug? Glass?
Well, what is a
mug is like your coffee mug. It has like a handle.
A mug is just a glass with a handle.
Yeah, but they tend to be ceramic. Sorry, I thought it was important. It wasn't.
I thought you were gonna show me what a...
No.
Let me show you what a mug is.
It's my dad sending me bike memes.
Doesn't he know you work?
No.
Speaking of Velociraptor, we were just having a conversation about weird meats. But you can't get Velociraptor. That one, it's just...
We were having a conversation or we watched a show?
No, we had a conversation.
I don't remember the conversation.
We were talking about, we were talking about, like, eating kangaroo or something. And I was like, oh, Mao was like, is that legal? Is that, is that endangered in Australia or whatever?
Now I do remember the conversation.
And I was like, oh, definitely not. I said, because there's companies in the U.S. that do, like, exotic meat, whatever. And I was like, kangaroo's definitely on that list. I stumbled across one of those websites a few years back, and it was almost concerning what was available. I stumbled across one of these sites one time, and I scrolled through it, and I was like, some of these make sense, some of these don't. Some of these don't. Not even in like a ethical way, just like why would you want to eat this? Never been a point in my brain that was like, I wonder what that tastes like. No thanks. Anyway, to assert dominance. Yeah, there's all you have to do is go to Google and type in, like, I don't know, exotic meat import or something. And yeah, it's kind of wild. A little strange, a little different, but no dinosaurs yet.
I'm gonna preemptively put this in the art queue.
I thought you were gonna
put
say
it in the spot where someone will put it in the art queue for me. Go ahead.
Oh, Lunar says, are they common trophy animals and the company's trying to not waste it all? I mean, I don't know. The site that I had seen was so eclectic that it would have had to have, like, it was multiple countries, right? Like, it was all sorts of things.
I mean, as I learned a few days ago, there are places in Texas where people have ranches with, like, African game for fun.
Texas is a different country. Lunar, they do, and it's weird. Like, I say this as someone who is always like, it's 50 different countries here. It is 50 different countries, but like Texas is a different place. That's not like the rest of it. Texas is a very special, different land. I think of all of them. Texas. Next to Texas, maybe Florida.
California's way different too.
California is pretty different too. Those three places,
like, they're very different from each other.
Yeah, they are. The bottom left, the bottom right, and the bottom middle are all different countries. And then I guess to an extent you've got, like, I don't know. If you start breaking it out too much, then in a minute we'll be like, okay, so there's 10 countries, so we got to stop somewhere. Yeah, Fossick's New York in shambles. We got to break it apart somewhere. But yeah, Texas is different. Not many places where you can like go to a bar and meet someone and be like, you want to come back to my ranch and we'll like shoot a rhino? It's like, whoa, here in Texas? Yeah, I got a rhino ranch. We got 13 months from Charsic Yaz, 73 months from Kazuyumi, Vagabond gifted a sub to Malier, 29 months from Skyward Squiddle, 68 months from Xena Fantasies.
Fortified with many vitamins and minerals. Tiny Eddie's Juicy Spicy Broth.
But Eddie, what vitamins and minerals? Many.
Many. I also love juicy broth as opposed to dry.
Yeah, but what's the flavor? Juicy.
Spicy.
Spicy. Yeah, but what kind of broth? Juicy, spicy.
Juicy, spicy broth. 10.
Is it vegan?
It's broth. What part of that do you have a problem with? 1050 from Anise. It says, too hot, too cold, just right? Eddie will decide. Anyway, the solstice is in 1 month, and all the temps will change anyway. Will it be time for juicy, spicy broth, or will we be putting away the juicy, spicy broth? Well, we have a group of people here that are like, you know, I'll drink hot chocolate in the summer. And in fairness, I also will do that. It doesn't matter how hot it is outside. It only matters how cold it is in your house. I was speaking about Radio Dread. I wasn't going to say any names. It's fine. It's totally fine. Yeah, it's I don't like when you walk into the garage in the summer and like the house is temped. It's not chilly, but it's like
comfortable.
It's comfortable. And then you walk into the garage and you're like, oh my god, this is what it's like. And the garage is better than the outside.
Yeah.
It's gross. Chaz says your house is chilly. What?
He does bring a jacket.
Is that true? You think our house is chilly?
I have a blanket right now.
But why?
Because I'm cold.
Is it really that cold? I take my socks off. Because it gets so cold. The temp is set to 72. I feel like 72 is the indoor temperature. That's my very strong opinion. 72. That's the price. That's the time in the thing. My floor is set to 80. Jesus Christ.
That is stifling.
80 degrees? Are you an 80-year-old man? 80 degrees is insane. Oh my god. 80 degrees? Do you remember when we lived at the apartment and there was that little old cranky lady that complained about everything? And one time I went into her home. Were you with me?
I went into her home for something else.
Okay, so you were in her house, and like when you walked in,
it was so hot.
It had to have been 95 degrees, and she's wearing a sweater, and I'm like, oh my god, this is wild. Anyway, that's Jazz. It's only 80 in summer. It's 68 in winter. The planet is dying.
Is it 80 at night? How do you sleep?
Do you know what we put it at night? 66. I have to put it to 66.
He doesn't sleep.
It goes to 66 when I go to bed, and honest to God,
I was cold last night, by the way.
I wake up in the night sometimes at 66, and I'm like, I gotta take these covers off.
See, I have a blanket over my side of the bed. Because I'm colder.
Jeff is on this floor at night, so 80 is not functional for our relationship. Yeah. In my opinion, the house stays at 72.
I could go with 73 or 74.
I am so in tune to the temperature that there have been times, and Mao has seen this happen, where I will be downstairs and I will go, it is so hot. Something is wrong. And it's 73. Mao has touched it 1 degree, and I'll be downstairs and be like, something's not okay. I gotta take all my clothes off. This is awful. And I'll come upstairs, it's 73 degrees, and I'm like, I knew it. I knew it. 72, totally fine. 73, I'm dying. So that's... How do you overheat inside without... I have no idea. We were walking into Walmart yesterday. It's the sun's beating down. It was warm in the sun.
It was so hot.
And it felt great. Like, the sun was hitting, it was like, oh, this is nice. And Mal's like,
this
I'm dying.
Sucks.
And I was like, no, that's all right. Like, it's not something I'd want to sit in for half an hour. Steven's got that dad instinct of who messed with the thermostat. It's just, that's real. If you get that in tune to a very specific temperature, if it changes 1 degree, 1 Fahrenheit degree, mind you, Celsius degree, that's like several Fahrenheit degrees. Like, you just know.
We're almost getting to the point of the year where we switch to our summer quilt on the bed.
Yeah.
Because we have one that's warmer and one that's cooler. And that'll be like 2 nights of confusion for my body of like, I'm too cold. This is not warm. What happened to warm blanket?
We used to sleep with it at 67. And then...
You thought it was too hot?
Well, it was 67, but it depended on what was on the bed.
Yeah.
Depending on the sheets, it had to be either 67 or 66. And then finally, I was like, I'm just going to do 66. And we've been surviving on 66, and it's been fine. It's been fun. Because you can put an extra blanket on the bed.
Yep.
And I can get up 3 times in the night to pee. Which cools me off. I wake up to go to the bathroom, and I pull all of the sheets off my side of the bed. So in the 2 minutes it takes me to go to the bathroom, it like cools down. So then I get back into the bed, it's chilly again, so I can go back to sleep. If it's warm, might as well just get up. We had 37 months from Potato Chips. What? 300 Bits from Chaya says, our crawl space is over 12 feet tall. That's just called a basement.
The walls of the crawl space have vents in them, so you can see like light coming through. So it really just is a tall crawl space.
It is actually a crawl space. It's not like an unfinished basement, but it is insane. Like, I understand how that phrase sounds ridiculous, and it is.
It should be a basement, and some of the houses around here that are on hillsides like ours are walkout basements.
Yeah. It's kind of neat. You could put a card table in there.
The ground is like this.
You would have to saw off 2 of the legs so it'd stand correctly.
There's also a lot of pillars.
There are a lot of pillars.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's, I'm going to use the word scary.
It is scary.
It's kind of scary. There's no real light in there.
No.
And based on everything about it, I'm like, I just feel like there's going to be like a snake.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like a snake place.
Yeah.
So there's not a big incentive for me to just go walking around in there.
No.
But maybe at some point I'll do like a little video to show it. Because I don't think we've ever shown it on a vlog.
Don't know.
I can't remember if we have or not. We had 46 months from Honor Starstorm, 14 from Willpower64, and 300 bits from Fries Pikachu. It says, update on the Odyssey speedrunning I mentioned on Tuesday. I managed to go sub 215 last night, doing all main objectives. I chose this partly because there's fewer optional moons to plan out, but also because it feels more complete beating the game this way. That's a fast improvement.
Yeah.
Because it was just a few days ago that you were like 230, and now it's 215. Very cool. So far, we have put more time than that.
We have.
Into Odyssey. We're averaging about 50 moons a stream. Something like that. So it's been fun. I've really enjoyed it. If anyone hasn't managed to see those VODs, all of them are on the VOD channel right now. They're fun. On the most recent one, I was about to say it as Nita says, Mal did so well.
So well with the 100 jump rope challenge. Which one of us could actually do a 100 jump rope challenge in person?
Like in real life?
Yeah.
I've never done jump rope. So, you know, based on Mario, probably me.
Do you remember, not you, I'm speaking to the audience. Do you remember the jump ropes that had like the beads on them? The rectangle long beads? They made such like a nice sound on the gym floor when you did jump rope.
I actually know.
God, I wanted one of those so bad.
I actually know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Like when it was jump rope for heart in PE in elementary school, like we even did like double dutch. So like, you know, where like someone has one and someone else has one and you jump in the middle. It's not just like a single person jumping and doing the motion.
Yeah.
Okay, so like you can hold a jump rope yourself and jump rope, right?
Yeah.
And then you can do it with like 3 people where it's like the game, right? Double dutch is where the 2 people each have a jump rope and it's this. Or is it?
How does that?
You can also go inside.
How does that work?
You just have to jump right.
Do you jump once?
You can do kind of like both feet, like it can change.
This is good music for this. Can you show me like a animated GIF?
I'm hoping to find one.
So I can see exactly how this works. We're working on it. You have to choose, like, yeah. Okay, the Simpsons GIF is not what.
I mean, that's like someone really good.
I can't even tell what's going on. That one's a little better. Sorry, the first one that Mal showed is just someone like doing like a Naruto run.
Yeah,
but like only their legs are moving and they're just completely stationary, and I'm like, that doesn't show me anything that's happening.
Like here's someone like trying to enter. That obviously was a fail.
That would be me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, that's double dutch.
Okay, well.
You learned something today.
Sorta.
Yeah.
I guess we could get a jump rope at some point. Wait a minute, I tried to jump rope. I think. Remember we went to the park? I think Josh was with us.
That was a vlog. You weren't there. I filmed it.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm realizing there is a
Josh, Rebecca, Brandon, and I.
There is a downside for someone else shooting the vlog and me editing it, is that my brain then is like, you did this.
No.
Oh God. Next I'm going to tell you about all of my like Japan adventures. I'll be like, I did boat eat. I did a marathon. Remember when I did the marathon and I ate all those...
He ran 2 blocks.
I ate all those donuts. Remember that, guys? I remember that. That was great. I think I got a medal. You remember my hysterectomy? I remember that. That was good. Yeah. Like, at least the stuff with Mao, I'm like, that's Mao. But there is a line when it's like several people in a park that my brain's like, I was there. I was one of those people. Yes, I did that. Dusk says, Tom brought his dog and made Stephen jump rope. Did I actually jump rope? I bet I did. And it was real.
You were there when we took
I was with dog. I was with dog.
I don't remember you jumping rope, though.
I might have. I have memories. I was with dog. What are we talking about? I got confused. There's an art in the queue.
No, that's Rachel.
What?
That's the news. The thing I got Tuesday night that I came home with that's in the garage right now.
You can't say Rachel.
That's what I named her.
Because you're like, that's Rachel, and my first thought is, what? You can't just click the art, that's Rachel. And I'm like...
We have to give some context.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, alright. Sorry, I don't name things. I don't name cameras. I don't name computers. I don't do any of that. So it's very weird when someone's like, well, hold on, give Ben some respect. I'm like, oh my god. Okay, so just you talk.
I got a new bike.
I spy a moose. I don't like the garage. Don't kick me there. My apologies to all Rachels.
Hit the button.
Okay, I'm gonna hit the button now.
This is Rachel. I gave her a good wash yesterday.
If her name is Rachel, why does she have a tattoo that says Canyon?
Because it's a Canyon bike.
So there's a new bike.
It's a really nice bike. I really like it.
Mal likes the bike.
It has features that I wasn't expecting to get in my second bike, but it's someone I know from the cycling community here was looking to sell a gravel bike, and I was looking to buy a gravel bike, and
her last name is Canyon. This is Rachel Canyon.
I got to go riding and did a mountain bike trail with it, and I really liked it. I did have to switch the saddle out to my old saddle off my track.
GA Studio says the addiction begins. You're too late to that. Little late. Mal's in that rabbit hole deep.
She's a tubeless bike, which is new, and something I've had to learn. There's electronic shifters, so I have to charge the shifters. And if I don't, I'll be out somewhere and I'll get stuck in whatever gear I'm in whenever it dies. Which could be fine and could be terrible.
That's terrifying to me.
Yeah, well, sometimes people carry a backup battery. Right now I only have one battery. What's a tubeless bike? So bike tires, like you have the tire, right? And then you have the... What?
Nothing, go ahead.
I see it now. It's very funny at first.
It's very funny.
So you have the hub, right? And then you have the tire. Inside of a normal bike tire, like historically, there's a tube in there. And that's what you inflate.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm still laughing at that. With a tubeless tire, there is no tube. And you put basically liquid latex inside. And if you get a small puncture, it will seal it for you. And then you can keep riding. But sometimes to get it set up, it's a little fiddly, and the rear tire is being a little fiddly. So the seller is like going to work with me and get it fixed.
So you have to fill the tire.
The tire itself. Normally you're
with
filling
liquid latex.
Yeah.
Which I think is your favorite cake frosting.
Yeah.
Move over, peanut butter. There's a new, faster way to die.
At some point, I may switch back to tubes just because of that.
It is dangerous.
Yeah.
Like when Mal pumps her tires every time she goes out, she's got to come in and wash her hands really well because
that's what I normally do because the rubber of tires themselves, I think, have latex, but I'm just better safe than sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now that my tires have liquid latex in them too,
so much latex
so
just around you all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, do what is best for you. Just don't die. The big thing is, like, know the warning signs of asphyxiation. That's the biggest thing.
That's not... No. That's not the right word. What's the word?
Oh, is asphyxiation when you...
can't breathe? You're thinking of anaphylaxis.
That's it! In fairness, one leads to the other.
True.
So it's fine. It's fine. Still fine.
Know how to use the EpiPen. Yeah, I do. My EpiPen came with a practice EpiPen.
Yeah, if your face is
it's kind of a
up,
fun toy.
If your face is swelling up, that's bad. Don't let that happen to you. But if it does, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been in situations where my mom was exposed to latex, and it was a similar situation of like, oh God. And like lots of washing and trying to make sure it goes away. Wait, 400 bits from Aldo says, so Stephen, when are you getting a bike and naming it Ross?
That's a Friends reference. Didn't know if you knew.
I've never seen Friends.
I've seen like 2 episodes.
I've never seen Friends. I know the cast of Friends. Ross.
You could probably get from context one is Rachel.
I did not put that together. No, I'm not sharp enough for that. Rachel is Jennifer Aniston.
Yes.
Ross, Jennifer Aniston. There is a Joey.
Mm-hmm.
Joey Malone. Joey Post Malone. Something like that. Trevor.
That's not that far off.
Trevon.
Chandler?
You thought Trevor was close to Chandler?
A little bit.
You're being very generous to me. Chandler, Stacy, Anna, Greg.
How many friends are there?
Well, there's one for each letter. Friendss. S. Speaking of Friends, we actually just saw their cereal.
Yeah, they have Friends cereal at Walmart.
Did you know that there's Friends cereal? There shouldn't be, but we live in a capitalist hellscape, so there's Friends cereal. It was at the Walmart. What flavor was it?
I don't remember. It was something sugary.
Well, yeah, it's cereal, but it was like vanilla something. I don't know. Also, the Friends logo on it was kind of small. Like, we looked at it first and was like, what is this flavor? This, like, cereal?
Vanilla bean latte.
Yeah. And then at the top, smaller, was the Friends logo. And I was like, why? Why is this like this? Anyway. We had 22 months from Shane the Destroyer and 54 months from Zaz Says My Man. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't pick that up. It was on the clearance shelf, so it's something that they're like getting rid of.
Yeah.
And that clearance shelf can be good, but sometimes IMO, it's not deep enough. It's just not.
They had 0 proof gin on clearance. And I think they might have had a 0 proof like tequila. There was one that was yellowish, but it was behind the 0 proof gin.
I'm not interested in...
Dishnet says it's $13 at Walmart, the cereal. It was like $3 at ours.
I think it's a reference to Morning Summit.
Oh.
Morning Summit, actually, $13 at Costco. It was like $25 at Walmart. It was a little absurd. Also, have y'all been to a store?
No.
Recently?
No.
That's not true. You were with me. Recently, I say recently, but probably in like the last year, maybe more, cereal, like a normal box of cereal, is like upwards of like $8. Like an actual like normal, not like bougie cereal, just like normal cereal. Like between like $6 and $8. Lunar says no. Cheaper in Texas. Yeah, like even at Walmart. Lunar says like $4 if it's not on sale.
I wasn't paying attention to the prices yesterday.
Where are you shopping? Because even at the Walmart, Swift says, I have not seen this. Cereal is under $3 to $4. Really? You live in a special hellscape. Maybe. It's possible. I first noticed this a few months ago. Maybe a year ago. And every once in a while, I'll check in on it. Like, I only buy cereal if it's on sale, because $4 is still too much for cereal. Yeah, Brina BX, that's my experience. Yeah, Chaz says, okay, Chaz is checking things. Harris Teeter Honey Nut Cheerios are $6.59 here. Like, that's a normal box. So that's been my experience with cereals. So I only buy things either at Costco or I wait till things are on sale. And by wait, I mean I don't plan at all. I just walk into a store and whatever cereal is on sale, I just buy. I buy that one. That's if you can live that way, it's great. It's
I have
super
an early
great.
allergy shot today. I need to get going.
Okay.
So don't forget to mention the watercolor.
Where is it?
Just mention it. It's in the studio.
Mallory has a auction up right now for a watercolor piece. It's only the second watercolor piece that she has sold. And it
is the Phalaenopsis orchid.
Phalaenopsis orchid watercolor. So check it out. The auction ends May 31st, which is a little bit from now. But also, as mentioned yesterday, Mal did a really good job with the digitization of that. It looks really, really good on the Redbubble stuff. So if you just want to print or something, it came out really, really nice. So, thinking about it, part of that might be the fact that the watercolor can be like scanned nicely because it's flat. Oh, really? Yeah. Well, you did a good job. Yeah. Anyway. So, yeah, check it out. It's cool. Mal's still working on her other painting of the Japanese lantern, which you are likely...
I hope I finish it tomorrow.
Hopefully finishing tomorrow. So we'll see. Other things you should know. There's the VODs for Shadow of Destiny is up, and I think I got let's try now. I can't remember if I actually released Last Guardian or not. Not yet. It'll be out today. So yesterday's Last Guardian VOD will be out today, so you'll be able to catch that. And here in less than 1 minute, there's a new vlog coming out. We got a award from Extra Life. So that was neat. They sent us a box, and we were like, "What is this?" So we opened it, and it was a really cool award. So check it out. Sappy says, "Oh, it's not Pig Vlog." No, but I have that done. I'll probably release that Saturday or something. So, is it for playing Tony Hawk Ride? It is not. It is not. Extra Life sends out awards. I don't know what the threshold for that is, to be honest. They send us an award like every year. It's a little plaque thing, and I don't know if you get that for like 5,000 raised, or I don't know what it is about that. But this award is special, and I think it says it was because we were a top fundraiser last year. Because for a while they were doing like the top fundraiser, but I think they kind of understand that it's not. The metrics to measure that are not great, because like Wizards of the Coast is there. So you got these companies. So I guess they're sending the companies awards too, but they also sent us an award, which was really nice. So yeah, I think last year we were the highest total for Extra Life, like not counting one of the companies. Are you telling me that the Coastal Wizard is not a person? I never met him, so it's hard to say. So yeah, new vlog. Mal's auction is out, which also has a time lapse. You can catch that too, and I reckon that's it. Yeah. Tomorrow morning, 11 a.m., join Mal for maybe the conclusion of her painting. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, join us for more Mario Odyssey. And that's it. I'm gonna... I don't know. I gotta go to the dentist today. Both Mal and I are going to the dentist today. And, it's always I'm hoping everything's fine. I got my fingers crossed. I'm like, yeah, it's probably okay. My mouth hasn't been hurting. So... it's good, right? It's good. Yeah, allergy shot and dentist for Mal, so she's gonna have a heck of a day. All right, thanks everybody. Have yourselves a wonderful Thursday, and Mal will see you in the morning at 11 a.m. for painting.